So this case study is meant for understanding the joins in data flow, how we can do a join of the two table and what are the different types of joins we have. So if you see this case study, this deals with the sales data with customer information. So in one table, we have a simple sales transaction, and another table I have used, which is nothing but a SQL table, which is having customer detail. Okay. And what we are going to do, we are going to perform some join conditions like inner join basically is used, but we can do left outer join, right outer join, any kind of joins. Okay. So this is very simple example. Okay. And this is my sales data basically. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just create a sales data directly. So you can see this is the, okay, just hold on. Okay. Now what you can do, you can use, you know how to do this, right? Convert into CSV. So you should go to data tab. Inside data tab, you are selecting the entire column and click on text to column. Okay. And you can see the data is looking like this and separated with semicolon. So instead of semicolon, I want a grid line should be there, right? So I can click on next, and this tab means nothing but grid line, and it is selected with semicolon, so that's why grid line has appeared. So I can click on this and click on finish read. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this data, okay, in CSV format. Let me save this data with sales underscore join because I'm going to use this for a join use cases. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly import this data in my container, right? So I can go to my container. So one of the container I have created for my data flow input, and I can hit on this upload. I can quickly browse my file. So this is meant for join condition. Okay, and I'm going to upload this. But so it's done. Now what is the next thing? The next is, this is sales data. Now next data is customer data, but I want to use SQL table as the next source. Okay, so I'm going to create the SQL table. So first open the SQL database. So this is my SQL database, and I'm going to enter in my query editor. Okay, now I have my code ready for SQL database as well. So this is the code. It's a create table statement. It's an insert statement. Okay. And actually I have this details one. I should put one, okay, because this table is already existing. Okay, so I have kept one. Fine. So I will hit on run. So this is created. Detail one is created, right? I'm going to check the data. Select start from this one. You can see. Okay. Why output is not coming? Date. Where is the output? Okay, it is hidden line. Okay, actually it got hidden. So select, I'm going to run in a new query window. Select star from customer one detail. So this time you can see, oh, result is there. Fine. So no results. Why no results? So insert option. Okay, okay. I got it. So what I did not change this actually. Got it? Because insert query has not triggered because I changed the name of the table. So it should also be changed. That was the reason. So finally my table is ready now. I can check the data. Select star from customer one. Okay, got it. So you can see this data is ready. This is a transaction data. You can see the data here. You can see customer ID. Okay, 1, 2, 4 is there, correct? But here uh, you have customer ID 0102. So this is incorrect. Okay. So what we should do here? We should first truncate the table. Truncate means it will delete the entries in the table. Truncate table customer one because these entries are wrong. Okay. So I'm going to delete this first. Now it is deleted. Now I'm going to run this, but what I will do, I will remove these zeros. And why I'm removing this zero? Because you can see my sales data is having 124. Okay. This is not having 00 appended. So you should be very careful while designing any kind of data flow. So you should always check data at each and every step. Okay. You can see 3 queries has entered. Now go to select a star from customer one. So if, okay, my mistake. Again and again, I'm using the same query, but not updating the name. This time there will be no issues. So this time you can see the data is coming, correct? So we have 3 customer ID, 1, 2, 3, and we have customer name and location, correct? If you see the sales data, you have a customer ID 1, 2, 4 and order ID and amount. Simple. Three entries are there to test. Okay. Now we will test all the possible scenarios of inner join, left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. Okay. Using this data set. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a data flow or we are going to simply create a pipeline. You can directly create data flow also, but let's create a pipeline. Simple. So I'm going to test PL underscore DF underscore join. So we are using data flow using join condition. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit on this. So let me give a name like df underscore join because I'm testing the scenario of join type. Okay, rest of the things I'm keeping as it is by default. Now I have to select the data flow, but data flow is not yet created. So what I will do, this is the first time I'm creating. So I clicked on new. What is my first source? My first source is sales data. This is my source which is based out of CSV. So definitely it will point to my ADRES Gen 2. Okay. So I can give the name like, let me give the sales data. Simple. And here we have two options. df underscore join. Let me hide this. Now, you in previous classes we have discussed about data set. So whenever we are going to discuss about data set, we need to create a data set, and you do all know how to create a data set. But starting from today, I'm going to talk about inline. So what's the option of inline? For inline, there is no need to create the data set. Okay, so inline without dataset, you can point to your file system or SQL table or whatever database you want to do. So this feature is why useful, because if there is any change in the data set, any change in the structure of the file, it will automatically pick up those structure changes. Okay, so I'm going to, what should be my source? The source should be delimited text because it's a CSV. Okay, so let me first make some space, then I can go down. You can see there are all options. We have connections ready for all the databases. Then this is the file system. So in this file system, we have an option of Excel as well. We have an option of AVRO as well. We have an option of JSON, ORC, Parquet file, XML file. All the file options are there, but our file is a delimited text because it's a CSV. Again, I have to select the link services. So I selected ADLS Gen 2. So skip row, I don't want to skip any row. Okay, then I will go to source option. So I can browse my file in the source option. My file is available in data flow input container. So this is my file, sales underscore join. Okay, and rest of the things we can keep as it is, but one thing is very important, that is first row as a header, otherwise there will be a problem. Okay, so if once we select this first row header, then I would be able to import the schema. Import the schema means name of the columns, because without column name we cannot do our data manipulation or anything, correct? So this option is required. If you deselect this, right, and if you're trying to do this, right, this will not work. Okay, so let's do this and then hit on import schema. Here you just have to click on import. This is behavior of the schema. So it's importing the structure of the CSV file. Okay, you can see it's coming as short. So basically you can convert this as a string or number. What is this? So let's do it a string. Okay, this is, this should be string once, customer ID, and amount should be in the decimal. Okay, so we can change the data type here only. So here we have three options. Right now I'm not changing any options, but if we want to generate the output in a single file, we should use single partition. Okay, so right now I'm having only three records, so that's okay. I can give any options, so I can check the data. So this is the first node we had discussed earlier, previous classes. Okay, so those who have missed the class, can refer from here. And obviously my I have uploaded the video as well, so you can refer to those videos. Okay, so till the time it is getting okay, let's add another source. The what is our another source? Another source is SQL table. So this is the table I'm having. Correct. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give the name as customer details. Okay, and again I'm going to use inline because I don't want to waste time in dataset, or I don't want to make the structure fixed. It means if there is any change at the source, okay, any new column added or any new column removed, then it should automatically pick that up. So that's why inline is used. Now here what I should choose, I should choose database as Azure SQL database here. Okay, so let me give some space here. So I can see in Azure we have every options, and we have to select this Azure SQL database. Okay, so automatically link service will be enabled. If you want to test the connection, you can test also. So connection is successful. Now what I'm going to do is I will switch to the second tab, that is source option. Okay, and in this source option you have to first specify the schema name. So if you see the query, what is the name of the schema? The name of the schema is dbu. And what is the name of the table? The name of the table is customer detail 1. So I'm going to just copy this table. Okay, and name, and I'm going to enter this schema name as dbo manually. Okay, and I'm going to enter this table name as customer or detail 1. You can add dynamic content also. Okay, if you want to use a parameter to feed that. Okay, so whatever so far we have done the parameterization concept, everything can be introduced here also. Okay, so now what we can do, we can hit on this import schema, because it will import the structure of a table here. So you can see, and that's the reason I converted the previous node as a string, because you can see all are mentioned as a string here. Customer ID is a string, and if we have to join these, both the things should match. You can see the data is populating here for customer. Okay, so ID is this, and if you see here, we can again go to same settings, again hit on data preview, again refresh. So two sources are ready. This is our sales data, this is our customer detail. I have, let me, okay, I have added this R by mistake. Okay, so you can see in the customer detail you have these details, customer ID 1 2 3, and these are the things. Correct. Now I have to use the join node, and I know what is the meaning of left outer join or inner join. Okay, so let me first explain you the meaning of inner join. If you don't know what is the meaning of inner join, yes, so inner join will take only common parts, common elements basically. Okay, and this we can explain, see in this way. If in a table 1, which is nothing but a transaction table. Okay, so transaction table means it is having something known as customer ID. Very simple example I will take. And if it is having sales against those customer ID, simple. Okay, and the customer ID is C1. Okay, C2, C3 is there, right? And some sales value is there. You can give any kind of value. Okay, now we have another table which is the customer uh, data table. Okay, so in this I'm having customer ID as one column, name as another column, and uh, country is a third column. Imagine, right? We have this piece of information. So in this column I'm having C1 as C1 customer as a MACD. Okay, and country is USA. So I'm having a C4 customer, okay, which is Pepsi. Okay, and country is UK. Correct. So if I have to join these two tables, okay, or if I'm doing an inner join, so I have to first specify the joining condition. So in both the tables, customer ID is common, right? So I can join using customer ID. Okay, and for inner join, because if C1 is available in this table and C1 is available in this table, so it will only populate the common element. Okay, so what it is going to populate? It is going to populate like this. It is going to populate your customer ID. It is going to populate your name. It is going to populate your country. It is going to populate your sales, right? So all the columns from this table and this table will be populated. It depends on us if you want to see these tables or not. But in the result, if I'm doing an inner join, only common things will come. Like, oh, because C1 is present here, C1 is present here, C4 is not present here, C2 and C3 is not present here. So only C1 is found to be common. So inner join, only this value will appear. Okay, is it making sense about inner join? Okay, now let's talk about left outer join in the same scenario. So basically, what is our main table? Main table is this table because this stores the transaction. So in ideal scenario, we always choose left table as our main table in our left outer join, right? So I'm going to choose left table as a main table. So Venn diagram says that entire data of left table will appear. For example, for all the three customer, data will be appear because left table is a left outer join. Outer join means complete left table will come, and and only those part will come for the right table. This will become a right table. Okay, so you can see this. This will look like this. Okay, and this sales will copy from here. Okay, and everything will come as null. Okay, got it. This will be the output of your left outer join. So what does it mean? Entire component of left table will come, and common element of right table will come. Okay, got it. So this is left outer join. So vice versa of this will become right outer join, and we have full outer join also. So I had discussed the Venn diagrams and I have shared you the documents as well. So you can consider those things. Anyways, so we are going to implement the scenario here for join. So what I'm going to do, I will click on this plus icon. I can use this join condition. Okay, and in this join condition, if I just expand this, you can see all options are there. Full, inner, left outer join, right outer join, and custom cross join also. Okay. So we can, test all these joins right now. So what is the left one? Left one is sales data only. What is the right stream? If right stream is customer detail, but for inner join, it does not matter. Okay, even if you convert anything, it does not matter. Okay, so you can see the Venn diagram. What it says, it says the common area. Okay, so we have to specify the join condition. So join condition is nothing but on what basis you are joining. So on the basis of customer ID, I am joining the two tables. So in join condition, we have to specify the common column name. Agreed? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select, just a second. You can open expression builder if it is not visible to you. Okay, so I'm going to use customer ID to join. Okay, customer ID here, and in right column it is also known as customer ID. Okay, so you can see both types should be matching. This is very important. If type is not matching, your join will fail. So here it is ABC, here also it is ABC. Correct. If here it is ABC and if here it is 1 2C, it means your type is not matching. So you should go back and change the data type option. Fine. So rest of the things you can just make as it is. You can see, you can go to inspect, and in this inspect you can see this right symbol says that this is used as a join condition from both the tables. Okay, and you can see three columns are coming from sales data and other three columns are coming from customer details. Okay, if you want to check the data preview, you can see this is the data preview, and because you have used inner join, so how many records it will come? It will only come two records because two records are matching. These two records are available everywhere, right? So this is the concept of inner join. Okay, now I'm not going to save this. If I do a left outer join, what will happen? Same way we can refresh this and we will see our data is varying for left outer join. Okay, same concept. So left outer join, how it works, if you see the data here, you have a data from 1 to 3, customer ID 1 to 4, right? This is the data. And if you see, we have a customer ID 1 to 4. All the customer are coming because I have made sales as a left table. So all data from left table has come. If you see this data, I'm having customer ID 1, 2, 3 only, right? So if I match both the things, only customer 1 and 2 is available. 1 and 2 is available here in sales, and 1 and 2 is available here in this one, and 3 is not available in sales. So 3, customer number 3 will not be available here in output. You can see customer 3 is absent. Agreed? And for 4, customer ID is not present in this table, so it customer 4 is not available in this table, so customer name and location will be null. So customer name is also null, location is also null, and obviously customer ID is also null, which is coming from here. Okay. So you can go for right outer join. It will become vice versa. So if you hit on this and click on refresh, you can see the results of right outer join. It's a vice versa. Okay, so this time right table means this stream has become your primary and this become your secondary. So all the data related to customer 1, 2 and 3 will be populated. Okay, you can see customer 1, 2, 3 is coming, and because customer 1, 2 is available here, so all data is coming, and everything which is not available will come as null. Order ID is not there, right? Customer 3 is actually not present here, so that's why order ID came as null. So in this example we have checked all the joins. So this is the one which we will discuss later with some different scenario, then only we are able to do that. So let's do with left outer join right now. Okay, and what we can do, we can click on optimize, inspect, data preview is there, right? So left outer join has done. Okay, now what we can do, we can simply try to save and generate the output. So obviously a sync node is required, and this time sync node I'm going to use inline only because I don't want to create a data set. Okay, and I want to generate CSV file. So in that case I will have to select within the file system only. Okay, so if I go down, you can see in the file system you have something called delimited text. I will select the link services as ADLS Gen 2. Okay, and I can hit on settings. I can browse the folder which I created for my output generation. So this is the folder for my output generation. I will hit on OK. Okay, and that's it. Rest of the thing. Yep. Okay. So rest of the things I kept, as it is. We will discuss later. Otherwise, it will become very lengthy. Okay. So error. So error is basically if there is an error where you want to store that error. Okay. So if you want to store that error, you can give this, this link services output to sync, output to a separate file. So error log will be generated in a separate file. Okay. So let's go in this only. Correct. If there is any error, the error will be stored here. Okay, and if you want to create a directory, means subfolder, you can create a directory, give a name like error log, give like this error log. Okay, mapping. Okay, So mapping, whether auto mapping is required. Yes, I'm not going to map by myself. Auto mapping I have selected, and you can see data preview. You can refresh also before loading the data preview. So this is the sync node which we are configuring for this data flow. Okay, you can see this is okay. This is for left outer join, right? 3 entries are coming for left outer join. So what we can do, we can publish this because I'm using this flow in this pipeline. Okay, I just published it first. Once it is published, then only I can use this as a pipeline. Okay, so let me hit here. Now this is done. You can see a df underscore join. This has done, right? So it is asking for a parameter because this is whenever you use any data flow within the pipeline, it will ask for a parameter. Okay. For example, if there is an input required, so parameter from where I can develop, I can go to general tab and I can hit on this white canvas, not on this data flow within the pipeline. I can create a parameter like run. You can give any name, okay, and I can give any value true. Okay, that's it. So this time it will not create any issue. Now this has disabled. Okay, now what you can do is I can debug this. I can click on OK. Fine. So you can see that your pipeline has triggered and it is running. And what it does, it triggers your df underscore join data flow. Okay. So as soon as it completes, I mean, your data will be generated in the specified container, which you have mentioned. Okay. So here in this exercise, what we have learned how to create a simple join, data flow, joining two tables. One tables we were having in the CSV format in a file system. Another table we were having in a, SQL database table. Okay. Right. Now you can see it is succeeded. So because it is succeeded, so what we can do, we can go to our container, which is known as data flow output container. This is the data flow output container. And we can see that, the two files get generated. One is a success log is generated and another one is a data is generated. So you can see, you can download data also, or you can hit on edit to see that this is the record. Okay, this is the outcome of your left outer join. If you click on this error log, success log, right, so the file success may not render correctly as it contain unrecognized extension. Okay, so it is not generated properly, but we will see because we might not have configured it. Okay, but it's okay. So this has completed your join type of node within the data flow activity for Azure Data Factory. Okay.